I'm Tomas Lidakevicius, and this is a Great British Chef's signature series. We are in one of the iconic places, the Borough Market. We've got here a little restaurant together with the turnips. They are vegetable suppliers. Here, the produce is a top class, from the apple to the shallots, bunch of chives, or pineapple, or watermelon, whatever is in season. So the dish of today is going to be roasted courgettes, marinated in ginger and garlic. Then we're going to have a quinoa, crispy and mixed with lots of herbs, roasted yeast sauce, and some pickled yellow courgettes around. We're the only restaurant in London where you can sit amongst the produce, have a dinner with the little bites. Nothing done like this in London before. Great produce, great people, under the bridge, central London, all the suppliers around us, so this is the most amazing thing to do, so welcome. So we need some ingredients. It's going to be courgette. So we're going to take the not too big, not too small, like a medium size. It's a really good dish for the barbecue in the summer, but in the winter time, if you go a little one, so we do this, and we take one yellow, not too big, for the pickling, for the extra color. And then we're going to grab another garlic. So yeah, this is the roast garlic. As you see, the color is more exposed to the sun. It's not as strong in flavor and sweeter. It's really nice to use. And then we're gonna grab some ginger. So a couple of little bits, put that on. Then we're gonna put some quinoa to cook. And yeah, we're gonna pickle them. Let's do it. So we washed the courgette, so we're gonna start with the yellow ones. So just take the top off. You can use the knife, you can use a slicer, or we're gonna use the mandolin. So quite thin, because we're gonna do like a little ribbons. So the main flavor is going to be smoky barbecue, and then roasted yeast sauce, which is going to be again velouté, going to be rich in umami. And then what we do is we're going to have the pickles and quinoa, which is going to be finished with quite a bit of herbs. Can be a starter, can be main course. It doesn't have to be, there's no rule for that. So yellow courgette is going to be for the pickle. Again, flavor is the same as the green one, but the color is going to make a big difference on a plate. So it's going to, when it's pickled, it's going to be more flexible. So we're just going to put nicely on the plate. So we sliced our courgettes quite thinly, and then pickling liquor, bring it to the boil. So again, we'll pour over. So these ones, they don't need to stay long. They're still going to be nice and crunchy, so we can use like straight away now. Keep that there. Cool down. So now what we want is the courgette. So again, take a little bit off. We tried to use only vegetables, but we thought like people will ask for the meat, will ask for the fish. But I really personally do think and believe that vegetable is even harder to cook and harder to create something really good at the level the same as the meat. So that's the way we're going to treat this courgette. Cooking the same as like a piece of pork belly or a steak. So in the bowl we have courgette, salt, and a ginger and garlic paste, which is really easy to do, and you can keep it at home in a fridge and a little jar. So it's going to be garlic, ginger, olive oil. So we blitz it together and then just marinate them like this. It's really good thing is to have this ready the night before. So the next thing is going to be cooking our courgette. So it's marinating now, and then we're going to put on a barbecue. So yeah, we're just going to put it on. So it's going to give you that smoky flavor. Just all the drips of the juices going on the coal, puts it back up. So it's going to be the charry flavor because it's quite hot. We're not going to touch now till we start seeing a little black bits here. So you want that caramelized, you want that flavor there, and then as well courgette, it takes time a bit to cook. So that is on. The next thing we're going to do is the quinoa. So quinoa is saying is a superfood, so it's really good for your health. For this dish as well, it's not too heavy grain. So what we do is put that on to cook. So yeah, we just stick that in a pan. So we add some salt and then stock on top. So just cover it, put on to cook, and let's put a timer on for like 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is the half of that we're going to separate and leave it to overcook. Another part we're going to chill it down, and then the part which is going to be overcooked, we're going to squeeze out all the water, and then we're going to fry it. So quinoa is cooked. So one part we separated, so which is nicely cooked, is not overcooked. This one is a bit more overcooked. So you still got some water inside. We just squeeze it out because the next step is going to be quite dangerous if you're going to keep a bit of water inside. We just squeeze it out. There's still water there. That's nice and dry now. So put a pan on with the hot oil, just really, really careful. So then you're gonna get your quinoa, one pan, another empty pan, and then we'll take a little tray with the J-cloth just to dry out. So now I just need to be very careful. So again, temperature goes down a little bit. So you need to make sure the oil doesn't go over. When it's too dark, you feel that burnt taste. So before it's reaching the flavor you want, it's going to be quite nice brown, light color. Can have a whiskey just to break it down a little bit. So you can start seeing now, you start changing the color a little bit. So quinoa is ready. Just pass it through the sieve. You can smell that. That's a nice flavor. Season it. So when it's hot, it absorbs the flavor. Because the worst thing is someone standing here. So courgette is halfway cooked, couple pieces. So now when you taste it, so still is water start coming out, so it's not like mushy cooked. So now we're gonna plate like a starter. So we use like 5 little pieces. We'll just put a couple of pieces, 1 or 2. Want to keep like a little circle, so then the sauce can stay. We're going to take 1 courgette, another one can put this way. So now a bit of crispy quinoa, a little bit sour cream. So in a bottle we have a sour cream with a bit of dill. Let's put some radish cress. So again, this dish I would say is really nice to do at home. And then little pak choy press. Yeah, yeast, what happened with that, one day we were cooking in the kitchen, we left it in the oven for too long and it became really crunchy. It's a really great thing to do, so you just buy a block of yeast, stick it in the oven, 180 degrees. So then it's like, it looks like it's melted, but then after this, all the water evaporates and then it starts caramelizing and it becomes powder like this. So then when the sauce is ready, put it inside, leave it a little bit so all the flavors comes out, hand blend it. So yeah, it brings the whole dish, like elevates it. In the jerk we have roasted yeast sauce. It's white wine velouté with the roasted yeast. We got it, and then we finish with a bit of green oil. And here we have a barbecue courgette with a ginger and garlic, crispy quinoa, roasted yeast sauce.